So we have Gracila. Okay. Do we have Gracila here? Can you hear me clearly? Gracila,
Yes.
Max, Boon, Farhan, Eldren, and Bram. Can you start? How many of you? All are here?
6.
Yes.
6, yeah. Okay, 6. Okay, let Max this talk as we say in official lah, more to like santai-santai kind of talk. So I have actually prepared 10 questions, but unable wouldn't have time to arrange it in PowerPoint slide. But anyway, there's this year, okay, which perhaps maybe you can get ready with the question, okay, like for example, introduction and the background of yourself, okay, and as well as the application process that you have experienced before you applying the Petronas Digital, and then your internship experience, skill and learning, okay, that you have gained, okay, from each of you. I know you have a different task being given by your supervisors, and of course, okay, total of 8 of you, okay, and 6 available for this talk, okay, and time for sharing for today, okay, and yeah, each one of you might have something to share, okay, and the skill and learning challenges, how you overcome them, okay, and then work culture, environment, about the mentorship by your supervisors and support by Petronas Digital, okay, career impact, okay, and as well as the reflection, okay, now you need to complete a report, LI report, to write on what actually reflection and advice for the coming new interns, and future aspiration. Okay. Perhaps can introduce, okay, yourself. Actually compiling the picture of all of you. Okay, perhaps our your junior, okay, would like to see, okay, how do you look like, okay. And perhaps who wants to go first? Or I will call upon who wants to go first. I just based on the list here. So Gracila, can you introduce yourself? Okay, at least your educational background and what actually motivated you to apply for this internship at Petronas Digital. Gracila?
Hi. Is my voice clear?
Yes, yes.
Okay. So my name is Gracila Hunewan. Currently, I'm a 4th-year student from IS. So one of the few reasons why I applied for Petronas is because of the name Petronas itself. It carries like huge weight, right? Because like, oh, you interned at Petronas before, so like that's like one of the main reasons why I interned at Petronas. The other reason is because it's new as well. I think we're the first batch of interns for Petronas Digital as well. So I think that's it. Yep.
Madam, you're muted.
Sorry. Okay, next, Max.
Okay, good afternoon, everyone. Is my voice clear?
Yes, yes.
Okay, so good afternoon. I'm Max Charian, 4th year from software engineering. So my main motivation to apply for Petronas is kind of similar to Gracila because of the name of Petronas itself. And I'm gonna be honest here. Initially, I wanted to apply for a position in KL, but at that time, the application period for KL has already closed. So I chose to apply for Petronas Kuching as well. But I wouldn't say I regret it. It's a great experience. So that's all from me. Thank you.
Okay, great. You're from Johor, right?
I'm from Pahang.
Oh, Pahang. Okay, great. So it's you have to like find a rent. You have to rent
Yes.
a house or room. So how far from the Petronas Digital office?
I have to walk 30 minutes to work every day.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Walk.
Yeah, walk.
Okay. That must be very tiring, right?
Yeah.
Okay,
I consider it as exercise, so it's okay.
good. Fit. Okay, thank you, Max. And next, Boon. Boon.
All right. Can you guys hear me clearly?
Yes.
So my name is Bunda Randy. I'm from IS program. And I guess the reason I joined Petronas is also similar to Max and Gus because of the name Petronas. And I want to take the experience of developing a software that they work on. And I'm not gonna lie, the allowance was one of the highest in Sarawak. And yeah, I think that's about it.
How much was it?
It was 1K.
1K, right? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Farhan.
Right. Hello. So my name is Farhan, and currently I'm on fourth year student of software engineering. And my motivations are because the experience that I wanted to gain in this kind of big companies where you have uh to face some of the challenges inside the project lah. And some of them are big project, but some of them are internal project. But actually, my goal was to involve in the bigger project lah, so that I can open my eyes more on how the software engineers are working there. And then, to be honest, the allowance that they are provided also makes me motivate to apply for this internship application.
Okay, thank you, Farhan. And next, Eldran.
Yeah.
Hi everyone, my name is Eldred, fourth year from software engineering as well. I believe most of us here all mata duit kan or talk about allowance and all. So yeah, one of the reasons, of course, yeah, allowance is very good indeed. But the main reason is that I would like to portray is that the experience that you experience yourself and the people that you meet in Petronas is beyond what you can imagine, because the people that you meet, they are from different backgrounds. Some are maybe the CEO, some are from different levels. So you get the chance to actually talk to them, share your opinions with them, and that is actually a good thing, especially if you want to portray it on your resume in the future. So another reason of choosing Petronas is, of course, of the pretty prestigious name of Petronas. So I guess that's pretty much about it.
Okay, thank you, Bram. Thank you, Adrian. Here next, Bram.
Hi everyone, can you hear me? All right,
Yeah,
so I'm Bremzo, call me Brem. I'm fourth year software engineering student. So the reason I applied to Petronas is because basically I consulted with Madam also, should I join Petronas or not, and I consulted my family too. So since the name Petronas is quite famous here, so I decided to join. So the experience there is good. It teaches a lot. So, and also we're collaborating with international worker, and they treat us also like one of the workers there. They don't spoon feed you or guide you. You just do whatever you're told to. So yeah, I think it's a pretty good experience for me. So yeah, that's all for me.
thank you. Thank you, Gracila, Max, Boon, and Farhan, Adrian, as well as Bram. Okay. And actually, maybe one of you can explain to us. Okay, of course, the our juniors out there, because I've received some queries from the junior third year, especially who wants to go who want to enroll for this internship. Especially they would like to know the process. So how about the internship opportunity, or even the how you apply them. Okay, you apply through us. Okay, I guess. Okay, through myself, and during that time is Dr. Fadila. Okay, she collected all the list and passed to Bernadette. I'm second the name. Okay, and she emailed you guys. How was the process actually?
So for
Graciela, maybe Graciela.
so for our applications, we applied to Unimas. So I think after that, we were emailed by the HR that yes, your application is received.
Mhm.
At this date, you have to take an exam.
Okay.
And I
So
think, I think that was
all of you received the same date, or
yes, the same day.
Yeah, same day.
so they give you the link for
Yes.
the test,
Of
for
the
the
day
IQ
of
test
the exam,
of the
they will
exam.
give you the link. Yes.
So the link will direct you to hacker rank, was it?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Maybe can tell us about Boon. Can you tell us about what actually been assessed through that hacker rank?
Sure. So through the hackering, there is two sections. The first section is the coding part, which is divided into two parts. The first one is more on the normal programming, the C++ program. And basically, they give you a set of problem which you have to solve a coding, but you can choose the coding language you choose now.
Mhm.
And my second part is regarding a database with SQL. But I asked my other intern friend, these guys, that the question is randomized lah. It's not fixed. And the second part is subjective. Yeah, it's subjective, which multiple choice question lah. Also ask about coding and other stuff like IQ question. Yeah.
Okay, was this the link?
Yes.
Okay, and you are given a username and password, which
You
actually
have to sign up yourself.
okay. Or maybe any one of you would like to share this experience. I heard that, okay, if I'm second from Dr. Chia, they did mention to me that the most important is actually the SQL knowledge. Am I right?
Yeah.
Okay, aside from like CSS, JavaScript, right?
There's no question actually on JavaScript on the real coding part. They only give a set of questions like how to sort something.
Mm-hmm,
You have to answer.
How long was that? How many questions been asked?
I don't really remember, but the subjective one, there's two part. The coding part and the one involving SQL database lah.
Would you be able to assess this hacker rank? Well, will you be able to like view what the list of questions being asked, or perhaps they have a section that shows okay you are excel in perhaps there's logic part, there's a case study part. Was it been structured that way? If you log into this site, would you able to see your marks, or if you are
You can't
willing to
see.
share? You can. Oh, okay,
You
good.
can't
Good.
see
Means that
because
whatever pass
it
is
was
pass lah.
it was a different website than this because this one is only for the training part.
Oh, I
This is
see.
the general one. This is the general hackering website.
I see, I
So
see.
they'll send you an email with the link.
Okay. Means that they're actually specifically for been paid by Petronas lah.
I think yes. But you can try the question here lah to get familiarize everything.
At least you done some practice before the real exam, right?
Yeah.
I see. Was it difficult? Because I heard like from 20 or 30 of you, only like half of the class pass before it be screen. You screen through interview, right?
We don't have interview.
You have also go through this hackering.
Yeah.
Oh, I guess
Yeah,
the
this
tip of
recurring
expertise.
test is the selection process of the intern as well.
I see, I see. So means that mainly more through the IQ test lah. So this is a quiz, okay, for you. So I heard few of your batch, okay, did not manage to pass, okay, for this hackering, but good for you, okay. At least you. What actually your advice, okay, for students who wants to apply and especially for this quiz, because this is actually the assessment.
I think
What's
the
your
best
tips?
advice is to do the practice questions on the website.
So how long they give you? They send you an email, and then how long is the gap? Okay, the date for the exam, and once you receive the email.
I remember as well.
You can.
I
I
think it's
think
about
if,
a week.
yeah,
It's
they give
about
a week
5
for you to
days.
answer.
Yeah.
I still have the email. It says here, I received the email on January 10th, and they give until the duration until 15 January 5 p.m.
Also 15. Oh, okay.
Yeah, so you can take the exam anytime
Anytime,
within
unlimited
this period.
time within
Within
that
this period,
period.
lah.
Oh,
Within this period.
okay.
But the duration of the exam is 90 minutes.
For 90 minutes. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So not really intense, right? Not with a camera on or
No.
a
No,
factor.
no, no,
No.
no.
Okay. Okay. Great. And okay. So yeah, maybe any one of you could share with us, okay, internship experience. Okay, what is actually your primary responsibility, okay, during the internship, and describe what is actually your typical day as an intern at Petronas, and lastly, what project did you work on? Okay, anyone want to go first?
Okay. I think I want to go first. So from my experience, our main priority was to learn and adapt on their software methodologies. They like to use agile methodologies on the software development because every morning you have a Scrum meeting where you have to discuss with your Scrum Master on what have you done yesterday, what your plan for today, and then is there any blockages or problem, you just can say it in the meeting so that the people in the meeting along with your Scrum Master can help you to solve your problem.
Okay, thank you. And next, who else?
Is my voice there?
Graciela.
Hold on. So I will just start from the very first when we got into Petronas. So going to Petronas for the first 2 weeks, you are going to go through training with your trainer. So basically during that 2 weeks, he will help you go through your basics, your HTML, your CSS. He, he wants to see where you are at with these languages. And then after 2 weeks, you are going to be split into different teams, different projects. For me specifically, I was placed under DevOps. So what exactly is DevOps? If you were to search it up on Google, it's just gonna say like a set of practices to improve collaboration and communication between the development team and the operational team, which is basically that like I myself don't know how to explain it very well. So the primary goal of DevOps is basically we automate excuse me, we automate and streamline the process of building softwares. So how do I explain it? Let me pull up.
You can share the screen.
Oh. my
You
report
are
card.
you are free to share your screen actually, okay, so that your student can have feel. You learn
Okay.
.NET apps, okay, Azure DevOps, okay, what actually those things, okay, they might student might don't know actually what.
It's not really a lot, but I'll just can anyone see?
Yep.
So this is basically my responsibilities during my time of interning with Petronas Digital. This is from the Petronas LinkedIn. They were looking for a new hire, so I just took this from there. So this is basically what I do, but the most important part of it is assist senior resources in building CI/CD pipelines and writing scripts which automate repetitive tasks. So that task, I'll stop sharing because I have my report. So basically, I help the senior team members to build the pipelines. So what exactly are these pipelines? Is that they're like a set of automated processes because that's what DevOps are. We automate things to make the development process easier. So we have CI/CD pipelines, continuous integration pipelines. So basically, with continuous integration, because you have so many developers on one team, you're not going to be the only like coder on the team. There's like multiples, a lot of you. So constantly, there's going to be code changes. So we make sure that these code changes are like how to say it's like it's not clashed. So that's what the whole purpose of it is. So when you make these changes, you have to commit it for it to be in the shared repository, which is Azure DevOps.
Yes.
That's what you're going to be using a lot in Petronas, Azure DevOps. And then when you push it into a repository, it's going to trigger a process that makes it build automatically. Does that make sense? So
How long you learn DevOps? Because DevOps will be covered under software advanced topic.
oh,
I will be taught by Dr. Chia. Okay, on your fourth year,
oh,
first semester, right? Okay, currently you are taking software engineering topic.
no, I'm under IS.
Oh, and IS. that's
Uh,
additional knowledge gonna have there.
yeah,
Yeah,
it's a new thing for me.
yeah, of
So
course.
continuous integration, continuous delivery. So after all that CI stuff, after it's all built, it's going to have an artifact, and this artifact is what continuous delivery going to use. So it has all the information from CI, and it's used in CD, which is again continuous delivery. So the process of deployment your application is automated as well. So basically that's what I did for the first 3 months of my internship. And then the last 3 months I was in a project. So this project they were making a website for the staff to use. And I think the main thing they're going to assign you to do is bug fixing. So if anything wrong with the website, anything that needs changes, they're going to assign it to you. So that's like what you're going to do the most. And and one of the other tasks is that I had to assist another senior team member to develop a new page for the website itself. So that's like one of the few things that I've done in Petronas Digital.
It's great for IS students. There's a lot of things you will learn there, especially software engineering topic or domain. Okay? Great, Graciela. And I can see that the list of your tasks here, which is like, for example, Bram, okay, you deploy as a front end developer, debugging on front end, so mainly
Yep,
more on
true.
front end.
Yeah,
Can
true,
you tell
true.
us?
So for the first 4 months of my first project, I was deployed as front-end engineer. So actually after the 2 weeks training at the beginning of the intern, I was assigned another week new library. It's called Redux and Redux Saga. So they actually taught me to take it slow with the learning. So they actually don't push me to do it fast enough. They planned it after 1 month, then they deploy me, but I was eager to learn, so actually I accelerate all the learning process, and then I did I asked them to uh, deploy them to the project. So for the first sprint I was in, I was assigned with so mainly using CSS and TypeScript, React actually. Yeah. So the next sprint and the next two three sprint, then they told me to apply the new library I learned, which is Redux and Redux Saga. Actually, Redux and Redux Saga is used to handle asynchronous function
I
and
see.
handle APIs. So yeah. So actually, I
You-
mainly do a lot on the UI and UX only.
You get
So
much help
actually,
from your
uh,
mentor or from your
actually
supervisor?
no, no,
No.
they just leave me because they said they trust me as a front-end engineer and I can do it. So yeah. And
It's
yeah,
not
they actually
difficult.
treat you like an engineer. It
Oh,
is
okay, that's
difficult
good.
to me, but yeah, it is a learning process, so I'm okay with it. And I
Okay.
actually uh, put a bug in the production before. Yeah, I accidentally create a bug in the production before. So
I
yeah,
see.
I think that's one of my biggest mistake there,
But
but
it's better
it's
to have
actually
like
not
all team
critical.
in one, eight of you in total, and you are all
Mm.
been sit together, right? Is it in a room?
Yeah, yeah, like in
You
a
have a
room, but
collection of perhaps pictures you can share to us. Okay, later on maybe Rasila
I
ke,
think
perhaps
Eldron
yeah,
got
want
it.
to share.
Yeah,
Okay, okay, later on, Adrian. Yeah. Okay, thank you, Bram. And
yeah.
Max Chia, I saw your supervisor name, Ame. Ame was actually my master mate, yeah,
Oh,
my previous postgraduate a colleague, yeah, in UTM KL,
I
yeah,
see.
on software engineering real time last time. So yeah, it's quite good. Yeah. So can
Yeah.
you tell us, yeah, what you work on? Out system,
Okay.
right?
Yeah. So I've actually prepared some slides. So just share.
Great.
Yeah, I will use the slide for my internship report. Okay, so just a small disclaimer, this sharing is totally based on my personal experience and all information regarding Petronas might not be the latest and most accurate. Okay, so Petronas is a very big company, it's a very big group. So the company that we are having done in is Petronas Digital. It is actually a private company, not a GLC. So those JPA holder, please bear that in mind. So in Petronas Digital, we are mainly focusing on providing digital solution to other subsidiaries. And for the training scopes that Gus mentioned just now, it is actually a very comprehensive, but also a basic refresh on some basic development skills like HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. And if you are assigned to a out system project like I did, then you will receive another 1 week of citizen developer program to learn about our systems. So these out systems might be, I think it is not familiar to you guys. It is a low-code platform, and this is the main technology that's being used in Petronas right now to develop web applications. So I think if you want to increase your chances to get selected by Petronas, you can consider learning our systems before trying to apply to Petronas. I think this will definitely be an advantage to your resume.
Was it free system?
Yes, it has free version.
Oh, okay.
And the resources are free also, the learning resources. Okay. So I have involved in 2 projects, and both of them are web applications. So the first projects, I have used tech stacks like OutSystems as the front end, and SAP MDG and MuleSoft for consuming the API. And for the project development methodology in Petronas, we mainly just use Scrum. And for this project, we have started it from scratch. I joined it with 0 progress in the project. It's a brand new project, so I get to involve in all stages. I get to go from development until testing and production and bug fixing and all that. Yeah. So for my second project, I actually requested to switch to my second project because I have feel unchallenged and I feel I was not learning anything new from my previous project, because to be honest, although our systems is a quite interesting technology, but you are actually just doing some basic UI thing and you are just drag and drop, creating component and all that, consuming API. So I wanted to learn more, so I requested to my superior to switch me to another project. So in this project, we have used some frameworks like Vue.js and ASP.NET. And for our version control tools, we use Azure DevOps and also Git. And I think Git is a very important skill set. No matter you are using GitHub, GitLab, or any repository, any version control tool, you will be using Git. So it's definitely good to learn some Git commands before you go into internship. Okay, so some pros and cons of having internship in Petronas. So the first pros is definitely the name of Petronas. It's a great addition to your resume. And to be honest, I have been approached by some recruiters from LinkedIn, and just because of my internship experience in Petronas. So yeah, it's definitely helped you to get more connections out there. And another one is there are actually a lot of projects and roles in Petronas Digital, but you have to tell your superior what you are actually interested in, and most likely they will help you to find a suitable project for you. And the third one is market rate allowance. Like mentioned just now, 1,000 ringgit, which is considered quite high in Sarawak. Now for the cons, in Petronas Digital Kuching, we are mostly collaborating with colleagues online, and they are mostly based in KL. And that means we have like 0 physical connection with them. And second one is limited social events compared to KLHQ. In KLHQ, they have a lot of events like Jamuan or Talk, and we didn't get to join all those. So, but if you don't care about social events, then it's all fine. And the third one, again, market rate allowance. Yes, 1,000 ringgit is quite good, but if you are having some financial difficulties, then I wouldn't say allowance is not important. You still need to take this into consideration. If you really need more allowance to survive, then you might need to find another company with higher allowance. Okay, so next. My recommendation to all of you, take the chance of SC Lab to learn some new technologies, frameworks, and maybe join some hackathons and do some side projects. That would be a great polish to your resume. And when you enter the workforce, just bear in mind, you can voice out anytime, especially when you feel unchallenged, because when you are doing internship, you are there to learn. If you are not learning anything new, then it's just a waste of time. So don't be afraid to voice out. And lastly, this is for the West Malaysian. So for me, I'm the only West Malaysian in my batch. Just think twice, because it is not really easy to rent a room and get transport in Sarawak. I have to walk 30 minutes, like I said just now. You can always try to apply for position in Petronas can offers. I'm not saying Petronas Digital Kuching is not good. I'm not degrading it. It's still a very great place. But for West Malaysian, it might not be as convenient as Sarawakians. So yeah, just think twice. And I think that's it for me.
Thank you, Max, for preparing the slide. Nice.
Okay.
So, but I saw a picture of you went to KL, right? KL,
Yeah.
meeting up with Amir. Mr. Amir?
Yeah, I didn't meet Amir because he was too busy, but I did get to
Yeah.
meet my team lead here. Yeah.
Okay. He actually a bit history about him. Okay. He was I guess before the during the MCO he been there's a recession on the company, IT
Oh,
software company. Then he took a lot of certifications during that time, and the government have helped like fund all those who have lost job due to these MCOs. Okay, he took a lot of examination and he got the higher rank of that
oh,
certification and the hired in Petronas Digital. Quite a smart guy
yeah,
lah.
yeah.
Okay.
He
Yeah,
came from
we're
accounting
happy.
field.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you, Max.
Okay.
Next, siapa lagi belum ah? Oh, yeah. Adrian kan? Is it Adrian?
Alright, hi.
Adrian dah tadi. Okay.
Okay, boleh dengar? Can hear? Alright. Okay, cool. So like my other peers have shared just now, you'll go through 2 weeks of training at first, of course, all the basics, HTML, CSS. But I'll tell you about my personal experience myself in Petronas. So after we've done with our training, the 2 weeks training, I was assigned into a project as a business analyst at first. So it was something I didn't expect, okay, because the project manager requested that I replace the business analyst for 2-3 weeks because our original business analyst was on leave, on maternity leave, the wife pregnant. So I had to replace our business analyst for about 3 to 4 weeks, which is it was very challenging at first because as a business analyst you keep on getting questions from your team members, because you're the middle person, you confirm the things between your client and your team member. So if you give out the wrong information, then everything is wrong. So as a business analyst, from my experience, it was very challenging for me. But from my project managers' feedback and all our team's feedback, it was okay for them. It was decent enough. My work as a business analyst, and then I requested from my coach, who is Mr. Brian. Mr. Brian, I asked Mr. Brian to assign me to a different position, but still in the same project. So I was assigned as a software tester, QA engineer. So being a QA engineer, at first we were doing manual testing. So you have to write test cases, execute all the test cases and all that. And we are the developers' worst nightmares lah, because the developers, they have bugs, and then we tell them, okay, these are the bugs. We find out where are the bugs, so we inform to our developers where are the bugs through Azure DevOps lah. We update through Azure DevOps, and it was very I wouldn't say very challenging. It was very interesting for me because for me that's the first time I've been a QA engineer, and I think it's starting to build interest in me actually. And it's actually pretty interesting being a tester. And throughout being a tester, I was also taught to do regression testing and UAT with our client. The UAT was not our UAT didn't go as planned, but it was a very good experience after all. And like what Max have mentioned just now, if you feel like you're not being challenged enough, if you feel like you're not learning enough, try to request from your coach. Don't be afraid to voice out. Don't be afraid to ask. Tell your coach, especially your coach, they'll reach out to the person in charge for the project. They'll reach out to the person in charge of the project and perhaps assist you to move to another position or something else. So my advice while you're doing your internship, especially in Petronas, because in Petronas there's a practice of a culture where we are not afraid to ask. We are not afraid to voice out our opinions because I believe that all our opinions are valid. So don't be afraid to ask for something better if you want more challenges in your internship, because challenges are actually very good. You know, it makes you somewhat better. So don't be afraid and enjoy your internship. That's all from me.
You need to like go up from a comfortable zone, right?
Yes,
Need to
true.
be
You have to get out of your comfort zone
Okay.
because
Okay.
you
How
can't be
about
stuck
your
there.
socialize in terms of you meeting other in terms of socialization, okay, with others, especially
My
with the client. Can you comment on the client? Because
uh,
you're the lead person, right? Doing the user stories, am I right? Of course.
I believe Brem and Farhan, they hear a lot of time me complaining about the client, especially in office. But you know, it's very natural for a client to behave that way. You know, you have to, like it or not, we have to cater to their needs also because we're doing agile. So like it or not, we have to cater to their what they want. But my experience with the client, yeah, the client at times he can be very needy. He can be, you know, the requests are most of the time ridiculous. But again, we try our best to execute what we can, and it's a challenge after all. And like I said, challenges gives you something, makes you a better person actually. But don't be how to say, don't be surprised if you have a client like that lah, because it's natural to have clients like that. Yeah.
Okay, understand that. Okay, good to get that kind of experience. Okay, next, Bunlet. Dah ke Bunlet tadi? Bun.
Belum.
Belum. Our system
Oh,
juga
yeah.
kan? Our system and Power BI.
Yeah. So I guess Max explained our system well, but well. So I was also the same for the 2 weeks we going for our onboarding session, where we familiarize ourselves with the technologies that is used by Petronas and their software development methodologies. So after that, I was assigned to a project which is we create a web application to manage Petronas resources, where the system is used to manage because Petronas have a lot of project, right? The project owner will register the system that the project on the system and manage the resources, which is the software engineer that is involved in the project there lah. So I was assigned as the software engineer for the project and developing using the out system. Basically, using out system, you have to it is drag and drop lah, but you have to apply the fundamental of web development that you have learned to develop the system lah. And when developing with our system, you have to deal with the front end and the back end simultaneously. They don't divide into separate part for the front end and the back end. And I think for most of the time, it was well lah, because there was a team lead for every project And if you have any problem, you can ask the team lead, and you can also ask your assigned coach, which every one of the intern in Petronas will be assigned with a coach that help them with their internship lah. And with the Power BI, it's a dashboard for data analyzing, and basically you fed the data into the Power BI and you generate a dashboard or chart to visualize the data. You can connect the data using API or Excel file. I think yeah, but the staff there is very friendly, and our SB at the site is very friendly. Always give us free food and ice
How many
cream.
physical staff are there?
At the
Mensiang?
time there was Mensiang, Catherine, and two others new staff. There's basically four and us intern at because they are
And
just
Swinburne intern students as well, right? I heard.
yeah, but they don't really there lah. They're just
What?
doing a visit for one day and then that's it.
There are only 3
After
months of intern, kan? The duration
Yeah,
for Swinburne student, 3 months.
yeah, but they don't do the internship there. They only come for a discussion.
Oh,
and
visiting. I
yeah,
see. Okay. And only Unimas lah. Only you guys lah.
yeah,
8 of you.
only yeah. Sometimes it's only us in the office.
Oh, they got a karaoke set. Am I right? Kan? Tak ada? Ada kan?
At the
Oh,
time
drum.
no,
Boleh, Bram boleh karaoke.
Adrian kan? Ke Bram? Yang main
but we
gitar.
bring
Adrian
our
kan?
own instrument.
Wah, that's really fun.
It's
Okay,
quite
kita
chill.
ada dalam 10 more minutes. Perhaps you can share siapa yang ada gambar tadi. Galleries of photos. Okay, for us to like go through. Exciting. Attract your junior. Who wants to share?
Adrian.
Kejap, cari dulu.
I think I didn't have the gambar.
Cari dulu.
Sian
Ada.
Gracila. So Gracila, how do you feel? Seorang-seorang satu-satunya bunga di antara kumbang. Insecure
biasa-biasa
you yang control semua.
I ketua kelas there, madam.
Huh?
I was the ketua kelas.
Wah, good. Nampak garang.
While Adrian is looking for some pictures, can I just show the platform that we mostly use?
Yes.
Can see.
Okay.
So this is what you're going to mainly use in Petronas. So all your projects are going to be here. If you are given access by your team, you're going to be able to access your projects here. So I'll just show you briefly. So overview, this is empty because I didn't put anything in, but usually there will be like a short summary here. Dashboard you can customize it yourself just for you to be able to look like the build history or your tasks. Wiki is the whatever the project is about. So boards is where the tasks are. So you'll be able to see like different tasks, which is assigned to the team members of the team. It's going to go to Spring. So you can see like tasks you need to do, the tasks you're currently doing, or the tasks that you've already done. The sprint is mostly like the task for that week.
Similar like Trello or different? Trello different daripada DevOps ni. I guess this is more code kan?
Sorry?
It's the do, done, and doing is actually quite similar with Trello, right? This is actually a team. Everyone can see the
Everyone can
dashboard, right?
see
In the team.
Yeah. Reports is where you get your quotes, basically your commits, your push, your branches. There's going to be a main branch and like other branches that the team members are who requested. This is the pipelines that I was talking about. Basically the project you can create pipeline. Here there's nothing up. I cannot demonstrate. But that was like my task for 3 months. There should be another area here, but this is a free plan, so I cannot show you guys the rest of the things. But this is basically what you're going to use the most during your time in Petronas.
You registered using your Siswa email for this account, right?
This one, yeah, just to show the juniors what they're going to work with.
So you took the certification Azure on DevOps, Gracila and the rest?
No.
Certification. Tade. You can try it
No,
out. There should be free lah for all the fundamental certification on Azure. Yeah. Great. Okay, dah. Ni.
Gambar.
Intern. Dah. Ready to show us?
Okay,
Drum.
okay.
Kalau ada video you guys singing kat dalam tu, buat party kat dalam tu, you can share as well.
Ada video
A very good vibe lah, environment kat sana. Maybe you can show dia punya your workstation Petronas Digital. That was actually temporary kan? They're finding a suitable place for the building kan.
Not really. Mereka kata indefinite.
Okay.
Indefinite.
Siapa
So
tu?
basically this.
Farhan.
So basically we have an area yang ada beanbag lah, so you can just chill there during lunch hour, watch Netflix or what. Dengar lagu ke.
Okay.
Ada 3 orang ni tengok TV.
Dia main apa? PlayStation?
Ada? Ya ni there's a
Netflix.
So work break lah. There's a TV as well. Ada game lah, ada game. So basically you can play games here as well. And this one is this is a visit from Google Malaysia, and Meng Xiang was not there. He was supposed to.
Okay.
So this was a visit from Google Malaysia lah. So basically they just visit and nak tanya like how's the Petronas Digital operating and everything else lah. This is us on the last day.
Day. Alah, orang tengok first day ni, last day pula. Okay, last
This
dulu
was
baru.
day.
Okay.
Yang ni itu time dorang there's a signing of memorandum at dekat mana? Dekat
Samajaya.
Samajaya Digital Village, Samajaya. So it was a signing of the memorandum lah. Yep, ada lagi tak? Ada lagi gambar tak? Okay. And then the other pictures, I think gambar yang the one yang kita letak cover photo tu.
Yang tu, itulah. That was actually taken by Humah, itulah.
But basically the office is very not to say big, it's very long, and there are windows.
Where's the office?
There are windows lah. Icon Square. The office is let's see, ada tak gambar?
Ada tak?
Office is like an open space, so you can sit anywhere you want. Like, oh, today you sit here, and the next day you sit the other place. Like, it's up to you. It's not like.
But there's a glass apa namanya room kan?
No,
discussion.
memang.
Best lah, ada penghibur.
So yeah, dia ada glass lah, Dia ada glass. Ada orang present.
Okay.
And then there are many tables as well where you can sit and just do your work.
Very stressful.
Yeah, but I prefer doing my work here lah. Very chill. Ada pantry juga kalau nak minum, if you want to make drinks, any drinks as well. There are pantry lah, you can just make your own drinks for free. And then I guess salah.
Itu lagu apa? What about like reporting? I'm not reporting. Present your work once, first sekali seminggu or sebulan sekali to your supervisor ke or macam mana?
We
Together?
did it together once every month, if I'm not mistaken. Every month kan?
Okay.
Once every month. Once every month, so we will gather like dekat one table, round table. Then we our Mr. Tan, he will like ask one by one how's our work. He'll ask what are the challenges whatsoever, and then sometimes he'll like gather us at the beanbag area, and
Oh,
then
okay.
he'll like teach us some basic things that we need to know. So yeah, so basically just chill, just go there, learn as much as possible. Yeah. Very chill.
Okay, great. I guess you actually have answered all the questions that I dah sedia awal. Okay, the challenges and everything, and inspiration to the students. And perhaps we can see any question from apa our junior kat sini, or perhaps ada juga senior or even your batch lah. Ada soalan? Do you have any question? So far, I haven't seen any application from student. Maybe they wants to hear from the senior first, whether they wanting to apply or not. It seems that I thought the student, your junior, dia ada interview. I thought memang ada interview, but tak ada eh. So it means go through the rank apa nama tadi?
Hacker rank.
Hacker rank. So you can try it out. Okay, by 15. Mana we have for 5 more days for the third year student to apply. Okay, for the vacancy at the Petronas Digital, because they have 2 regions. Di Sarawak, of course Kuching lah, and as well as Sabah. They open for Sabah juga. So it's good opportunity lah kan, betul tak? 100% worth it. Yeah. Okay, anyway, there's any question from student mungkin offline ke macam mana? So any last word from you guys? Farhan? Senyap je Farhan. Farhan, any last word?
I think my last word will be during your internship at Petronas, whether it will be your challenges or some difficult that you face. Don't worry with that kind of stuff because the team members or your team lead will always support you even though there were up or downs that you will face. And I think that's one of the challenges that haven't been mentioned is the language barriers. So there's some quite misunderstanding between our own team because not all of the team members are from Malaysia, but most of them are from Vietnam, and English is not their main language, so it's pretty hard for us to communicate with them. Yeah,
They're actually part of the team, the technical team, was it? Not the client, kan?
yes. No, not the
Okay.
client.
Client.
Yeah,
Wow, it's very good macam experience lah. Very challenging, of course. Okay, from the Vietnam and anyone last one? Siapa? Okay. Sebelum kita I have another meeting at 4:15 with the Marriott Ritz Langkawi ni for next week punya top pula hotel. Okay, anyone? Siapa yang belum tadi? Okay, Bram lah, Bram. Last one, Bram.
Semua sini ambil S, Doktor. Is everyone
Huh?
taking SE lab? Is everyone taking SE lab? No?
Only SE student.
Yeah.
Tak apa, Gracila IS ada. IS, go IS. CS pun of course kena ada CS network semua.
So if those to those yang ambil SE lab kan, it's basically the same if in the working environment. Everything you do in SE lab will be apply in the working environment. So focus on your SE lab.
I do advise for our students to take the Agile Scrum certification because it's free. So not only for SE students, but macam semua kena. Because when I went for the physical industrial visit with Dr. Fazlan dan Dr. Sarah, They actually want the student to have just the basic of agile. Itu saja. Everything is agile now. Yeah. Anyway, yeah, gonna close this session. Thank you very much. Okay, for all our 6 seniors kat sini who willing to share and spend time this evening, 1 hour. Thank you very much. Yes, you. This been recorded. I will share the video recording for you. Thank you very much. All the best.
All right.
Yeah, bro.
Success
you.
support here. Okay,
Thank
bye-bye.
you. Thank you, madam. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Okay, who haven't signed in, boleh sign in ya. Okay. Thank you very much for attending this talk.